Hey guys, what up? It's GooseTV here again today, and today I'm back with another Madden mobile video on my channel. Now today's video, guys, we have episode 27 of Top Polls of the Week for you guys. We've got so many limited time polls and some really fun stuff in this episode. Only 9 polls that I ended up saving, but we've got a lot of action-packed, tons of people polling some different stuff in the top 5. The top 5 is absolutely crazy, so make sure to stay till the end. Check out who pulled some amazing stuff this week. If you want a chance to be featured in next week's Top Polls of the Week video, make sure to send your polls in to GooseTopPulls@gmail.com. Once again, GooseTopPulls@gmail.com. And please leave a name with your submission so I know who to shout out if you do make it on the video. I always have to leave people out of the top polls if they don't have their name, so please, I would really appreciate it if you could leave your name on the email, whether it be in the, as the subject bar, and just reply with it. Doesn't matter what you do, but I need your name to be able to include you in the top polls. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so you never miss any of my videos. 70% of you guys aren't subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's try to get this video to 200 likes. We are only about 150 subscribers away from 25,000 subscribers, which is absolutely nuts. I thank you guys so much for the support lately. We're so close. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's get right into Top Polls of the Week 27. Now, I know this isn't really considered much of a poll because it was free, everyone got it, but I still wanted to include it to kind of go back and say thank you. This was a really cool thing that EA did with Gatorade. I know the card has very low power, probably wasn't rosterable on some teams, but some of you guys I know absolutely love this card, and were able to get a free 95 overall from EA and Gatorade. So that was really cool that they did this thing with Gatorade Road to the Dunk. Everybody was able to get a free card. It was a cool sponsorship. They did some cool giveaway stuff. Really cool. Hope they do more of this stuff in the future. I wanted to include this, so let's move on to number 8. I didn't include any of these from last week, but from the Pro Bowl, this is from the Pro Bowl predictions. Garytheslug sent this in. Basically, if you got it right, you got not a select pack, you got 5 79+ championship run players, and he's able to pull 2 diamonds, 2 Nicholas Moros from that. This is the best one I saw. Like I said, this was a couple weeks ago, so some of you guys may not remember this, but I only pulled like 184+ players, so pulling 2 diamonds out of the one pack is pretty crazy. Gary, thanks for sending this in. And let's move on to number 7. At number 7, we have the 91 Madden 50 polls. These were the brand new ones that came out with honors. We had Jonathan Ogden and Mike Elstad, obviously with the 91 and the 95 versions. A lot of people pulled the 91 versions out of the honors. They're still somewhat rare. I don't know if I got unlucky or not, but in my video where I opened 80 of like the event packs, I only pulled 1. So I don't know what the odds of those are, if it's like 1 in 100 plays or it's 1 in 50. I just got unlucky or what it is. They're still not super easy to pull. A lot of people were able to pull them though. They're still like relatively easy. So everybody, thanks for sending these in. Great polls, and let's move on to number 6. At number 6, we have a poll from Zach here, and I believe this is from Power Rankings. There's usually 1 or 2 of these that get sent in each week, and it's kind of a nice filler thing. A lot of people are able to pull these out of Power Rankings. I believe it's 35 stamina, and you get a player championship run player chances at some Power Rankings badges. And Zach here was able to pull a 94 Devontae Adams from championship run. Obviously, one of the top captains you can pull out of those events. Really good pull there, Zach. Thanks for sending that in, and let's move into the top 5 polls of the week. As I mentioned before, I opened about 80 of these honors packs and didn't pull an honors player. I only pulled 1 of the 91 pluses, no 95s, nothing like that. At number 5 here we have a pull from Kaiden Adair, and he's able to pull 2 of the 91s, 1 Ogden and 1 Alstott from these events, and it's only in 3 honors events, as you can see by the shields on the left. So, like I said, I don't know what the odds of these events are. I have no clue. I know it's not super hard to pull them, but it is pretty hard to pull 2 in 3 tries. Okay, and that's an amazing pull. Thank you for sending this in, and let's move into top 4. At number 4, we have the Madden 50 polls from this week, the Ogden and the Alstott, but at the 95 overall versions. Once again, these were in the NFL Honors events if you were lucky enough to pull them, and a couple people were able to pull them. So for the Ogden, the first person to send it in was RoyalScaryCandy, also Pop, Not Asian Tifu, Happy Panda, Surge, and Brown Warrior 484 were able to pull the Ogden, and then Smarty146 was the first person to pull Alstott, as well as Trooper YT, and also Happy Panda. Happy Panda was able to pull both of those, so that's pretty cool. Congrats you guys on your Madden 50 polls, and let's move on to top 3. At number 3, from the Super Bowl promo, we got our Super Bowl legends. Now, I recorded Top Polls of the Week last week after Ed Reed and Lynn Swann had come out. The day I recorded the video was when Charles Haley was out, so I included that in today's video. So we have 3 Super Bowl legends: Charles Haley, Shannon Sharpe, and Vince Wilfork. So for Charles Haley, Hoff33 was the first person to send it in, as well as Fiery, Benny Boy 77, Sir Charles, and John. Next, with the Shannon Sharpe, Marco and somebody named Subscribe to Goose, I like that name, was able to pull this Shannon Sharpe. And UserHoldThisWWW was the only person to send in a Vince Wilfork poll. So all you guys, congrats on your legend polls, and let's move on to number 2. At number 2, we got a whole bunch of honors polls. I'm sure you guys know how they work. This year, it was a 50 stamina boom or bust event. There's one event for each player, and you just obviously a very slight chance of pulling one of these honors players. So let's start it off. Derrick Henry, Camilo was the first person to send it in, as well as Rio and Sergeant Saucy. Combine was the first person to pull, and Aaron Donald was actually the only person to send in an Aaron Donald pulled. So Combine, there you go. Gonzo was the first person to pull a Russell Wilson, as well as Shawnee Fraw, and then Nick was the only person to send in a Chase Young, and then nobody sent in any of the Justin Herbert polls, which is kind of crazy, but that only leaves one more poll. Let's see what it is at number 1. All the honors players this year were 96 overall cards, 170 power, except for one card. The MVP card this year was Aaron Rodgers, 97 overall, 170 power. So the best card pretty much we've seen released at, for the most part this entire year. One of the best for sure. And a couple people were able to pull him. So Aaron Smith was the very first person to send me an Aaron Rodgers pull, as well as Joel and Skylar's 13. You guys are so lucky pulling the best quarterback pretty much in the game. Maybe, there's the new Tom Brady. Obviously, there might be some other, super high overall ones, but a very cool honors pull. The card's going for so many coins. Super lucky to be able to pull that. Thank you guys for sending those in, and congrats on being the number 1 top poll of the week for week 27. There you guys have it, top polls of the week 27, another fantastic week for you guys. So many good polls, a bunch of limited time stuff. For next week, I believe we have a field pass dropping this week, so you'll have a chance to send in some new field pass players and all this fun stuff. Hopefully some really good polls for next week's episode. If you want a chance to be featured in next week's top polls of the week video, make sure to send your polls into GooseTopPulls@gmail.com, and please leave a name with your submission so I know who to shout out. If you do, make it on the video. Anyways guys, today's post notification shout out goes out to Mateo Doko. Be the first person to comment on a video for the next video's post notification shout out. But anyways guys, that is just about it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm GooseTV, and I'm out. I will see you guys later.